All right, this chicken's so good. Anyways, hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Unconventional Connections. It's your main host today, Beto. And as always, like any other episode, I'm here with the homeboy Big Mike and
What's
Isidro.
up?
Hello.
And we have a pretty interesting episode today because it's my turn today to host. And as you know, I never come prepared. That's just how I roll. Because I love how Mike, I love how Mike always has his thing written down because he really does. He's an expert at making movies and stuff. And he has like a notebook and everything. Not me, baby girl. The main thing I have underneath right now is this chicken. Look at it. Look at this chicken. But anyways, that's not the point. Today we're going to be talking about Jurassic World and Jurassic Park respectively, which, in my opinion, great movies. Do I think they went off like not following the book 100%? Maybe, but who do I know? Or what do I know? I never even read the books. I didn't even know they had books. To be honest with you, I sounded like Donald Trump right there, huh? I didn't even know they had books. They had books? I don't even know. I don't know how to do his voice. But anyways, have you guys ever seen? First of all, how are you guys today? I haven't seen you guys.
I'm good. I'm chilling.
It's not like we meet up every week, every Monday or Tuesday.
I'm good. I just got off work a little bit ago. Pretty
Nice,
chill.
nice.
Oh, that sucks. Girl, I'm gonna put away this
Still,
chicken.
still unemployed.
Unemployed. Well, hopefully,
Well, actually,
this kicks off and this will become a form of employment because
maybe no.
Yeah.
I do technically have like it's like a test or something because I applied for like a school district job.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So there's like an exam happening. So we'll see.
that's good.
Maybe.
As long
Yeah.
as just to remind ourselves, like this is not a job, this is a hobby.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because last episode, the reason why I say that is because last episode I was having so much fun that I just completely went off the rails and became myself, my natural self. And then Isidro told me like, oh yeah, the last 10, 15 minutes of the friggin' episode, they took him 40 minutes to edit because of all the cussing I did. Which I sort of apologize for, but at the same time, no, I don't. That's just how I am. That's just the potty. Also, I have my light on today. Don't think I don't have lights in this room. I'm just self conscious about my room because it's in the
It's a
background.
choice.
It's a choice. I live in darkness. No, no, it's funny because like the other day I was watching YouTube and I have an ad blocker because ads. Like I'll watch a 2 minute video, I'll get 2 minutes of ads, and then in
Yeah.
between I'll get like 30 seconds, and then at the end I get another ad. I can't even pick another episode or whatever the
Yeah.
hell it is I'm doing. Miss me with that. So ad blockers. And one of my favorite YouTubers came on and he did the whole trilogy, the first trilogy of Jurassic Park, and then he did the Jurassic World trilogy. So I was like, oh word.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? That's my topic. So first question is, let me imagine that I'm looking at the questionnaire here. So have you guys seen the first trilogy and the second trilogy?
Yeah. I have. I've seen the first and second trilogy.
I've
Like
seen
you have like
the first movie and the second trilogy. I haven't seen 2 and 3.
oh okay, so you didn't see the cool ones
Interesting.
then. Okay. So in my head, I was gonna have a tier list of the movies and which movie I think was the best one out of the six. Um, but then again, after watching the reviews and like all this other stuff, like no, what's it called? Not the review. What's the word for it? Oh my
Breakdown
god.
summary.
Yeah, the summary, the breakdown summary of the movies. I realized it's the same plot point, just put in different perspective, isn't it, Mike?
No.
Yeah.
Like the first one, the first one is very, oh shit, sorry, oh this is Jurassic Park, cool, multimillionaire brought back some dinosaurs. What happened to the next one? Guess what happens to the next one? Multimillionaires mess with dinosaurs because they want to make money. Guess what happens to the third
Yeah.
one? Nothing different. The third one, what happens is they get some kid gets stranded on the island because they went. Guess what? They went. What's it called? The thing, the paragliding.
Oh yeah.
It's in last episode. Didn't we say something about like how you would never catch me dead doing stupid stuff and getting into situations like with the monsters and stuff?
Yeah.
That's one of them. Like, why would I paraglide in a dinosaur-infested island? Like, why would I do that?
Mhm.
Like, why would I?
Because I think by the third movie, I think like people already know about the island, right? Like it's still not
Yeah.
like a secret thing. People
Don't they-
know
Don't they go to
about the
San
island.
Diego? San Diego in the
In I think the
third
second one.
Oh,
Yeah,
the second? Oh.
it's in the second one because they
That was
bring
good.
back like I think they bring back the T-Rex with them. Like they bring back like a couple of dinosaurs,
Yeah.
and they somehow get a T-Rex. But then the T-Rex gets loose in San Diego.
Horrible place to be let loose, but whatever. San Diego. Actually, I was there yesterday. I was in your hoods, Isidro. I went to go pick up my mom's from the airport. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I do. I like going over there because, believe it or not, I like the scenery. It's very nice. I like about going towards over there. I like that the mountains have like a bunch of greenery, and then the rocks stick out.
Mhm.
You know, 'cause it's green, and then it's like the white rocks or like the brown, whatever color. I'm colorblind. Like just and then the haciendas and stuff that you see, the huertas, and it's really nice. It's really nice going down there. I totally didn't just dox us, but that's not the point.
I was about to say, like, you can just bleep out when he says the name. It's fine.
And the worst part is that I'm trying not to like say the exact names, like 2391 Fifth Street. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so, like 231, and it's just completely like no.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
40
last
or
time
40
Mike was down here, we went on a nice little boat ride.
Mhm.
We went to
Oh, yeah.
the Coronado Island down here. So
Mm,
it's like a little
mhm.
island. So it's kind of we just took a ferry from downtown to Coronado, and
Yeah.
we kind of just rides along the waters. We ate some.
It was cool.
What did we? What was that like fried lasagna or something like that? Fried spaghetti,
Fried
It
right?
was like, yeah, it was like, I think, no, it was spaghetti, I think, like
Yeah, it's like-
fried spaghetti or something,
yeah.
and it was like a ball or something like that was fried, and it just had spaghetti in the inside.
Yeah, it was like a mozzarella stick, but instead of the cheese, it was spaghetti inside.
Hmm.
That's weird.
It was weird. It was
Oh,
very
was it good
salty.
though?
No, it was salty.
Oh,
It was
that
really
sucks.
salty.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was sad. I cried a little bit.
I did not spend this much money for this to be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, the $7 ferry ride to eat salty spaghetti.
Yeah. I remember because I brought Nick with me, and he and I were like, oh, it's gonna be in San Diego. We won't need sweaters. It's gonna be hot over there, you know. Like, I'm the fuck, I said it too. God damn it. All right. Anyways, and so by the end of the night, we were literally just like, we had our like arms inside of our shirts because we didn't have sweaters. We were just freezing. Meanwhile, Kevin and them, they're just chilling in their sweaters.
Yeah, because we were walking along the beach. We were
Mhm.
walking along the pier. So it was cold. I didn't have a sweater either, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I'm more used to the weather there, so.
Yeah, you're already more accustomed to it.
So yeah, but it was cold. It was definitely a cold night.
It's like,
Beto's
you
dancing.
know, like, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed it,
That
but
too.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but I put the chicken tender in it, and I was like, that needs to be the focus of the like a
Assuming.
yeah. Mm.
I also got, you know, the Steam notifications that come like on the bottom right corner of
Yeah.
like when people are like, oh, this person's playing this game, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Kevin, I keep forgetting that I don't know who put it for my Steam, but his nickname is just bitch. Every time I get a notification, it's just bitch is playing Warhammer. Bitch is playing that. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god. It's funny because so people that don't know me from high school get very confused when they see my Discord nickname pop up as Big Juicy. And when I was in high school, there was a video going around on YouTube, early stages of YouTube, right? Of this dude who's getting like tied up to a tree, right? But it's like a skit, and they're like, "Big Juicy can't help you now," and then off camera you hear "Think again," and the camera zooms over to the guy, and it looks like me from high school, like tall, messed up beard, wearing full red, and the bad guy of the video goes, "Big Juicy," and then he runs away. And the guy that's Big Juicy runs up to the victim or whatever, breaks down some trees, takes them out, carries them, and is like, "Yay!" So they call me Big Juicy because of that, and also because I'm
That
big.
sounds so familiar. Hold on.
No, you can look it up and you'll find it. I guarantee you'll find it.
That reminds
But
me of the one show, the whitest kids you know.
Yeah.
The grape paste or whatever. That's like the grape soda guy that's gonna tie them to the
Oh
radiator.
yeah.
There's gonna grape them forever and ever.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, so I watched the movies. Um, great segue. I watched the first one when I was a kid.
Mhm.
I think the movie came out like in the 90s, 97, 98 or something like that.
I
So
believe so. Let me see.
I'm lying. I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it a couple years later once I was
Yeah, it
when
came
I could
out in
understand
the 90s, 97, I think.
97. So I probably watched it when I was like 3 or 4 because that's when I really liked dinosaurs. And it's funny because I remember watching the movie and I wasn't really scared of them, but a lot of kids my age were because they're dumb. But that's not the point.
Oh, damn,
Um,
1993.
93?
it came out in 93?
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
shit.
wow. Wild. My concept of time, right? But anyways, my favorite one out of the first trilogy is the third one because that's the one that I sat down and I saw,
Mhm.
and I liked the Spinosaurus a lot. I think that was my favorite dinosaur that they ever animated with the robotics and stuff.
Mhm.
It's the main antagonist of the third movie. And I liked it because I remember seeing the scene where the Spinosaurus and a T-Rex were fighting, and the
Mhm.
Spinosaurus snapped its neck, and I was like, that's hard. So whenever my cousins and I would play that we were dinosaurs, I was always a Spinosaurus because I like snapping necks, I guess. I don't know. And
Nice.
and I really do like the third one. It's not as political, if you want to put it that way. It's very,
Mhm.
oh, we're looking for this kid. That's really what it is. It's really, oh, we're looking
Yeah.
for this kid, and for whatever dumb reason, he went paragliding with his uncle or family friend or whatever, and ended up being stranded, and he ended up being a badass because he survived like weeks in the middle of collecting Tyrannosaurus pee or whatever the hell it is that he had to do
Oh yeah.
to make the gas and all that stuff. So he came out to be a chemist, a biologist in like a couple of brief seconds, and I'm like, man, if he can do it, I can do it. And I never did because why would I?
Well, then again,
So
you didn't have dinosaurs chasing you, so
yeah, for
that's
real,
fair.
I didn't have dinosaur pee to mess with, and I didn't have eggs or bones to mess with either. But that's not the point. The point is,
Exactly.
um, the third one's my favorite for sure. The second one, like if I had to rank them, it would be the third, first, and then the second one. The second one last because
Mhm.
I only watched it once,
Mhm.
and it didn't attract me as much as or it wasn't as attractive to me as much as I would like to admit, right?
Mhm.
And the dinosaurs were very basic. It was just a bunch of stegosauruses, which is the ones with the plates on their back.
Yeah.
A bunch of raptors, like always. Like I just got bored of raptors after the first one. Um, T-Rex, the main dinosaur was the freaking T-Rex again, and the baby ones. It's like okay, whatever. The compies, which is the small ones, and I think that's it. And like the regular basic common what's it called? Not CPU, common NPC dinosaurs that are there, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then
The
the
Bronchosaurus or Ceratops and
yeah,
Kilosaurus.
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. And by the way, I don't know how to pronounce these names 100% accurately. I
Yeah. No.
just like I used to play Ark Survival Evolved, right? And everybody had short names for them. So the Ankylosaurus was just the Anky, so Anky
Uh.
or like Ankylosaurus. And then Velociraptor was just Raptor, and then T-Rex
Mhm.
was T-Rex. You know, like it wasn't.
Wow,
And
what a
then
short name.
right, right. And then Gigantosaurus, the Giga. Like it was just very, very simple names. Stegosaurus, Stego. You know, like really, really simple names. So
Mhm.
I learned more. Believe it or not, when in elementary school, my elementary school had a bunch of dinosaur books because kids were into them. But at
Mhm.
some point, they got the Spanish versions of them, and they had a red and yellow tag on the spine. So I would always gravitate to those because they were in Spanish. I knew how to read Spanish. I didn't know how to read English until I was like in third, fourth grade or something like that.
Mhm.
That's
And
interesting.
oh, oh yeah, baby girl, I'm a fucking late bloomer. I'm late for everything.
But same, I didn't learn to
Um,
read English until like fourth grade.
yeah, but Anyways, so
Okay, so I'm the odd one. That was kind of just right off the jump.
Yeah, but I didn't
Who
speak
learned
English at all until like 4th grade. That's when I learned English.
No, I know, but like I'm the one that was like born and raised to speak English and some Spanish because my grandma didn't speak a lot of English.
Well, Beto was too, no?
yeah, I was
No,
born and raised speaking Spanish first, and then
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was born and like raised to speak English,
Mm.
and then also like through like like conversational kind of things with my grandma and like a little bit of like environmental stuff. Like I learned basic Spanish phrases, but I wasn't really taught Spanish.
Mm.
I think it was more so because like my parents wanted us to learn English because at school everyone spoke English. It wasn't really like a bilingual, which is weird because like most of my like childhood neighborhood was basically predominantly like Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised that like it wasn't like there wasn't a lot of like teachers or anything like that that kind of spoke Spanish or encouraged like speaking Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that's just how it is sometimes, I guess.
You know what's funny though? You know that I think about it right now. Jurassic Park's the only movie that I watched in English, and not in Spanish.
Hmm.
First, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, what does this have to do with the movie?
That you like the
I don't know.
books.
Oh, so the book,
Yeah,
right?
the books, yeah.
Back in elementary school, yeah. So the books were in Spanish, and I learned the names in Spanish, not in English. So,
I mean, they're the same, no? It's just
well,
the ending changes.
yeah, it was just,
Ankylosaurio, Bronchiosaurio, Saurio,
yeah,
Tyrannosaurio.
Tiranosaurio, Espinosaurio,
Yeah, they're the same. It's just
Baryonyx.
the ending changes, the suffix changes.
Mm.
Yeah, so the ending changes, and one of my teachers, she caught on to that, and she's like, you know what, Beto, I'm gonna teach you English, but I'm gonna teach it to you with with dinosaurs. So she'll give me an object, and if it had the same name, I would just translate it from Spanish to English, and then she's like, okay, now you're gonna eventually, she's like, I can't teach you all the words because all the words are not like that. So she would say, okay, what's this? And she'll give me an orange, and then I was like, well, that's a naranja. How do you say naranja in English? And it's like, well, it's an orange. It's like, oh, well, that's not a dinosaur, so next. And like I would just try to like put it together, but it's just like, you know. But eventually I learned like over 50 names of the dinosaurs, like of every single one that I could find. And it's funny because like it made sense to me when I was a kid, like, oh, this is the Ankylosaurus and it uses its shield. It's like a turtle, but it has like a club in the back, so it spins. That's why its legs are thick and strong. Like it makes sense to me, you know. And then as I got older, I was like, dinosaurs are dumb. Like, why did I like them? And then now I'm like, now that I'm an adult, and now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh shit, dinosaurs. But the other day that we were talking about monsters, I was like, bruh, miss me with these monsters. Imagine being chased down by a Velociraptor. Imagine being hunted down by a T-Rex. Oh my god,
Dude.
I can't.
All you need is a rock, and you win.
What happened?
All you need is a rock, and you win.
No.
Yeah, do you see any dinosaurs around? They lost to a rock.
Oh, you're stupid.
They lost
Anyways,
to a rock.
you're stupid. Let's continue with the show. Anyways, so we're gonna see these dinosaurs. I don't remember their freaking names, and we're gonna see which ones are cool. I guess I don't know. I don't know what the tier list would be. Boy, should we do something like would we survive fighting this dinosaur? No. We would.
No, because I feel like a lot of these we wouldn't survive. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
We would not survive the majority of them. I'll tell you.
Even the pacifist ones, we would not survive.
Yeah. The pacifist ones were assholes for sure.
Like the third one, the Bronchosaurus, we would not survive that. That thing's so huge, it would just step on us, right? Even if it didn't.
Yeah, and then the majority of these are much bigger than people think they are.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the Mosasaurus is by far the one I'm the most terrified of. When I was younger, that's why I hated going to the ocean because I thought there was a Mosasaurus in the ocean. The Mosa, if you don't know who the Mosasaurus is, the Mosasaurus is the whale one that is 4 and then 2, that one, yeah. That guy. There's so many things I could say, but just to save Isidro editing time, miss me. But yeah, I think we should do something like if you think it's cool or something, or which one's your favorite.
I think so. We'll like come to a consensus of like ranking which ones we like the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Um. Yeah. I
Oh,
think that. I think that.
also,
Mhm.
before we begin, the horror guy recommending some horror stuff for you guys. There's a series on YouTube that are like VHS style videos, and they're obviously they're 3D like computer CGI kind of thing, so it's not meant to look like photorealistic. But it's basically like people that either are working on the island of Jurassic Park or people who are just trying to survive dinosaurs, and it shows like how scary dinosaurs can actually be when they're coming after you. Like we're talking about like Jurassic Park 2, there's one video that was called like the San Diego incident because like how it takes place like in the cities and all that.
Yeah.
And it shows like a person in their home that's spotted by the T-Rex that's running rampant in the streets and stuff.
Oh,
It's terrifying. It's terrifying, dude.
It's because like the movies, they don't do a good job in explaining to you how. Well, they do, but they don't. For example,
Hmm.
the T-Rex, right? Anatomic. What's the word? Anatomically.
Yeah.
Well,
I think so, yeah.
the way that they're described, or the way scientists or paleontologists think they function, was they can only run in a straight line because of
Mhm.
how their hips and how their hips and how their legs were.
Yeah.
And like they were trying to figure it out, and they were saying, well, it would take tremendous strength in order for it to pivot.
Mhm.
So they were saying that because of what they find, they say that if a real T-Rex was here, all you had to do was bob and weave, and you'd be fine.
Mm. Mhm.
But a Velociraptor, that's a whole different story because it's like a cheetah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
like
yeah.
the most common thing is related to, it's like a cheetah.
Mhm.
It's just fast. That was the whole concept of the Velociraptor. Um,
Mhm.
so if those motherfuckers were real, like, yeah, like what chance would I have? Especially me that I don't run from. If you tell me run for your life, I'm good. I'm here. I'm and I'm chilling. That's all I
Yeah.
do. But yeah, Isidro, since you are a fake dinosaur fan, let's start off with you. Which one
So the first one's an Allosaurus.
is it?
Yep.
Is it? I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'll be honest with you. Because
Allosaurus.
I thought for a second this was Velociraptor, but then I saw the people down here, so I'm like, okay, this is different. This isn't a
So
Yeah.
Velociraptor.
Allosaurus, uh, basically looks like a Velociraptor, like you said, but it has like spikes here, like one spike,
Oh,
and that's
does it
it.
like? Is it like the same as a Velociraptor, like the way that it acts and everything like that?
Mm, I guess it's closer to. Like
It's closer to
I have a
it's
list
closer to a
here.
T-Rex.
Yeah, it's like the middle between a Velociraptor and a T-Rex.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Oh wow. I remember I had. Wait, no, was it this toy? I don't know if it was this toy or not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, wait, no. I think I did. I think they made a toy of it, and I had it as a kid. Sorry, I got
Yeah.
sidetracked. I was like, I had
Yeah.
that.
So if I remember correctly, the Allosaurus was a lot smaller.
Mm,
Was a lot smaller. It was a lot smaller than a T-Rex, but a lot bigger than a Velociraptor. And
mm,
they were carnivorous, which means they eat meat.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they were just chilling. So I think that would, for me personally, like to make a ground for me, it would go on the C because it's in between good and cool or
mm.
whatever.
Okay.
The other ones have a bunch of more interesting things to it, I think.
Okay.
I'm starting to quickly realize this list is gonna be so fucking one-sided because it's like I know this, so it's going up there. I don't know this, it's going down there.
Are we also like? Are we also like factoring in like their role in like the Jurassic Park movies, or just like in general from the
Ooh.
species itself?
If you want, I mean, this one didn't really have a role in the movie.
It was just there, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess yeah. I think this doesn't make a difference. It's still gonna stay.
Yeah, I think so too. Because it's like
Wait.
a lot of these
Mm.
dinosaurs, like I'll tell you right now, the Indominus Rex, the Mosa, Blue, the Spino, the one that has the curtain on its neck.
Mm-hmm.
All of those 6, 7 are the main ones that did something in the story. The other ones are just like, oh hey, we're here.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
it's a dinosaur movie. Here's dinosaurs.
Well, then I guess maybe not like ranking them in terms of like importance in the movie.
I would say it's more like, do you think they're
Yeah.
cool? Or like, what do you like
Yeah.
about them?
I think so. Yeah. I think that'd be more easier.
That's why I was like saying the Allosaurus is the first one. It probably should be in
Yeah.
the middle because that's like the base of where we're establishing.
Yeah, it's kind of like we
I'll
said
agree
in
with
the
that.
middle of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
I could agree with
personally,
that.
like for example, the next one, the Yankee, I like it a lot because it's like a turtle. It's an
Mhm.
early concept of a turtle, I think. If the good Lord in heaven was like, I'm thinking of something, but I don't know what it is, and he's thinking about the turtle, but he doesn't know that it's a turtle yet. And it's like, you know what? This is the closest thing I can get. And then millions of years later, boom, the turtle came out, and it's like, oh hey, I can see how it's resembling the Yankee.
I
The
like it
Yankee,
because it reminds me of a monster from Godzilla.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah,
Anguirus.
Yeah,
yeah,
Anguirus.
Anguirus. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why I like it.
So S
Mhm.
tier or what? Well, I would put it in A tier. I would, because it's like
I think so. I really like this
Yeah,
one.
a pretty solid
I really like
design,
this one.
pretty
Yeah.
cool
pretty
design.
solid.
The big
The club,
ball, yeah, ball thing
club,
in the
club tail
back.
it has.
Yeah, that's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
And it's funny because like from what I've heard, mind you, don't quote me because I don't even know where I heard this. This is years ago. Uh,
Mhm.
Ankies were very hard to kill because of the
Mm.
spikes they had on
Mhm.
their side. So certain
Mm.
big dinosaurs like the T-Rex or even the Allosaurus would struggle to flip them over. They would just either not
Ah.
mess with them or they would end up losing their eyes. They would end up getting all cut up in their face. They if they got too close, they will cut their legs open. And then not to mention that club, if you got hit with that in your head, it was instant
Oh
knockout.
yeah.
Especially when they got momentum and they like spun.
Mm.
I heard that they would spin in place like a blade, and I can't like I can't like. Well, I
Just ima-
imagine.
now I'm just imagining like just a complete anime style fight. The T-Rex comes up and it's just like, ho ho, you're approaching me, huh, T-Rex? And then it's like, you fell right into my trap card. Beyblade, let it rip. Just spinning
No, you know
around.
what I was thinking? I was thinking, Blade, let it rip! And as soon as it starts spinning, the deja vu, da na 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 na, and it's like spinning, like going towards the T-Rex. That's what I was thinking. I hate me. Oh my god, brain rot. I hate it so much, dude. I can't. But yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, let it rip, deja vu, na 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 na, na 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 na. Okay, I don't want to get copyrighted, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I
All
thought
right,
Nice.
so ladies and gentlemen, before you get confused, we found a better chart.
Mhm.
That's why it looks a little bit different. I'm sorry about that. The other one was kind of throwing me off because I didn't recognize the names, which is weird because if I look at it and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but then if I look at the name and it's like, yes, the Mayasaurus, I know what that does, and I can explain it to you. But other than that, it's
Yeah.
not. Also, oh man, I need to put my chicken away. But anyways, but yeah, the Yankee was one of my favorite dinos when I was a kid too because it was like chunky, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's cute. And I saw a lot of cute little Ankylosaurus pictures growing up. But yeah, like I said, it's like a turtle. It has a shell on the top, and it's a very soft, squishy underpart, supposedly. It has spikes. There's in media, there's been a wide variety of them where it's like there is spikes on top of spikes somehow. The club in
Mm.
the back, instead of it being just like a solid round bone, it would be like spikes.
I
Which
think
is
I've seen
ironic.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, which is ironic because the Stegosaurus is the one that has 3 or 4 prongs in its back of its tail.
Mhm.
A lot of these herbivore
Mhm.
dinosaurs, which is kind of interesting, the majority of them that are more attack based, quote unquote attack based, it's either their defense mechanism is in their tail or in their head, as we'll see. The majority we'll see, or some of them they would just run, they were just fast. Mike, what's the next one? I don't know. I can't read
The
the name.
next one is called Corythosaurus.
Corythosaurus. Does it look like a duck? Does it have like a duck
Yeah,
face?
duck big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I used to know one called the Mayasaurus,
Mm.
and that one was more. It looked more duck-like. It had a duck-like bill, which led to suggest that it would either eat like herbs or fish.
Yeah.
And it usually was found in fishy areas. Which was the one that had the thumb? Was it the Iguanosaurus?
Oh God, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it was called.
The Iguanodon. Yeah, it was that one.
I think
So,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
For the movie Dinosaur.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen so many memes of an old book, and it's an iguanodon stabbing a dinosaur with its thumb, and it's like, "Ya te tocó barrio, mijo," and it stabs him. But yeah, that one I don't know much about outside of that. I'll give it a D.
Was this one the one that kind of like in the what's it called? What's it in English? The time before Land Before Time.
Oh, the Land
Before Time. Yeah. I remember that.
The little yellow one that would go yep.
Oh, Ducky.
Oh, Ducky. Was it? No. Was it?
No, it was Ducky.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me fact check this. Give me a second.
Yeah, Ducky. It's Littlefoot, Ducky, Petrie, the Sharptooth, which is T-Rex, Spike, Chomper, Sarah, Littlefoot's mother, which she dies. That's really sad. We're gonna talk about that. And all the other ones that end up dying, which I don't want to talk about because I still cry to this day.
Ducky is a Saurolophus.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. So this one's D. I mean, I like ducks and all, but this one's D. Nothing special. Just a plant. It's just a plant eater.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a wet mouth.
That one.
A fun fact about Land Before Time, guys. One of the professors that went to my college, he was the writer of the first Land Before Time movie.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, his name was oh God, why am I blanking on his name?
Let's not.
Anyways, he was the writer of I don't know if he wrote all of them, but I know for sure he wrote the first one.
That's cool.
Protecting his man's identity. No, but yeah.
Because it's definitely not Googleable.
Okay,
so who's gonna literally say, "Oh, Mike's professor from college, whichever the college that may be, that wrote Land Before Time," and there's like a billion names. It's like,
well, you just have to Google Land Before Time writer, and then you can.
Well, yeah, I mean, but then again, like,
why are we helping people find this man? Is my question.
It's just the college, name. It doesn't mean anything about doxing. We're fine, anyway.
Okay, so the next one, Spinosaurus. No,
Spinosaurus
tops. The one spiked, multiple spikes, Triceratops, basically.
I don't like it. I don't like it because its shield has a hole in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like any carnivore can just put their hand in there and be like, "Stay still," and then it looks more like a handle to me. And it just
the Triceratops buff is crazy.
The what?
The Triceratops buff.
For real? No, actually, from what I remember, you could think about Triceratops or any of the Tops family, because there's a bunch of them. Is their shield? You could think of them as like lions. You know how lions have like their manes? Well, the shield was for that. Usually they were a lot shorter. Usually they were a lot shorter than the bigger, obviously than the bigger ones, but like T-Rexes and Allosauruses and stuff. Since they were a lot shorter, the T-Rex would have to go from up down. So what they would do is they would kind of flatten, and they would put their shield, which was in the front, they would flatten it, and it would be on their neck, so it would protect their neck. So kind of like think about if you have like 3 spears pointing upwards, and you kind of look up and you cover yourself, you're also attacking at the same time. Like Triceratops, they would also we're not talking about that one yet, but they would run, they would charge like bulls. And the funny thing is, a lot of the time when they would do that against carnivores that knew they were running at, the carnivores didn't have enough time to turn. Sometimes because they're so big, they have to they have to shuffle almost. So by the time the Triceratops met them, they would get pierced on their legs, and they would just die. They found a series of dinosaur bones with other bones like cracked through,
Dang.
and
Oh.
they believe that's what happened, where this dinosaur, I think it might have been like a T-Rex, some sort of meat eater, because the teeth were sharp and all that stuff. The leg itself, like the what we would call the femur, right? The one that's your hip down to your knee. That one had like a splinter, but they thought it was part of the same bone. But then they realized no, like this one's more rounded, and it has like it has a different consistency to it. Well, then later on they found a different skeleton. I guess that was missing a horn. It was a Triceratops missing a horn.
Oh. Okay.
Again, don't quote me how I know this, because this was like years ago. I'm telling you right now, like I'm having such a brain blast right now, having Land Before the Time. Like in my other monitor, I have Land Before Time, and I'm like, yeah, I remember this, I remember that, and like sometimes when I don't know what I'm talking about, I look up, oh, what is this dinosaur from? Which era was it from? Oh, right, the Cretaceous. Okay, cool, right. I don't know what the hell that means, but okay, and like just go from there. Like I never learned the order of the Jurassic, the Cretaceous, and the. I never learned those eras, and to me.
Same.
It's such a trip, because there's people out there that believe that the world is only 2,000 years old, and no, it's not. It's millions and millions and millions of years old.
Okay, well, not to get political, but anyways, Spinosaurus, we're putting in like a C tier.
Yeah,
C tier? Yeah, C tier because of the hole.
Yeah,
it's the hole.
I was gonna say E tier because of the hole, but whatever, that works too.
Oh, I mean, you want to meet in the middle with D tier?
Sure,
yeah,
that
that's
works.
fine.
The next one is that a Gallimimus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a Gallimimus. Yeah.
Okay, I don't got much to say about that one. That one's just runs.
Yeah, that's all it does.
Oh, is that the one that runs like throughout the field in the first
like an ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys remember the Jurassic Park arcade game? Where it was like a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that, and it would have like motion and everything.
Yeah.
And there would just be a part where these guys are running at you, and for no reason, they don't pose a threat, but you have to shoot them out of your way.
Yeah, because we're hiding behind the tree, right?
Yeah.
Like the fallen tree, you have to shoot them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They would still hit you for whatever. Yeah, I remember that. Just because of that, C tier.
Well, if you're in a stampede, you have to stop the stampede somehow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Don't come this way. Oh, what is that? Is that the Indominus Rex?
Yeah.
It's the Indominus Rex.
All right, so that one's going straight to E because that one's a fake dinosaur.
Damn.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, what I like about it, though.
Too many buffs and it still lost to a T-Rex. Like, come on.
Too many what? True.
Too many buffs and it lost to a T-Rex.
No, that's not fair. No, it didn't. It lost to the Mosa because the Mosa showed up, and Blue was in the. So it took 3 dinosaurs.
It was a 3v1.
To get down, yeah. It was a 3v1, and that fool was still boxing. He was like, I could do this shit all day, and then fucking Mosa was like, no, you can't. No.
And
he didn't even beat him.
Blue didn't do anything.
Even beat him. Huh?
Blue didn't do anything. Blue was doing like -5 damage.
No, yes, he did. Did you not remember when he was like, hey, look at me? And it ran at him? Yeah. And like jumped on him, distracted him, and the T-Rex was like, oh shit,
destroyed, and then they remember, the power of friendship or whatever, and then Blue magically got a buff, plus a +50 buff. He got an Omni boost, and they magically
he got the co-op boost, dude. Like in
exactly. He got the team up.
Yeah, he got the team up. Yeah. No,
yeah,
but I do
like
that.
Friendship.
I do like that scene because it's like, okay, first of all, in the entirety of the Jurassic World, right? In the Jurassic Park, the first trilogy.
Yeah.
They talk about how dangerous these monsters are and blah 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 because they don't even consider them dinosaurs, they consider them monsters. Blah 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 blah. Nobody befriends them. But all of a sudden in the new trilogy, dinosaurs get befriended left and right. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden the power of friendship with dinosaurs is real. You're making a bond and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And I like that. That's kind of why I liked the trilogy because I was just like, okay, well, in the third final movie of the trilogy, they talked about like, well, this is what it is. We can either kill all of them, or we could just use them for like farming or whatever, or learn or whatever the hell. I like that. But talking about the Indominus Rex in specific, to me, like I could talk about how it's like hubris of mankind trying to make a new weapon and blah 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 political shit. I like it because in the movie it was really really cool. The fact that it ripped out its own tracker. Yeah. The fact that it camouflages into the scenery, and the main dude, Owen, I think his name was the main Chris Pratt, I think his name was,
Mm-hmm.
had to douse himself in gasoline in order for him to not be tracked. I was like, oh damn! Like they actually had
Yeah.
to think about what they're gonna do to this monster, and also that scene when all the other where all the brachiosauruses were just where they were just all laid out on the floor, and you make the realization like, oh, like he's not killing for food, he's killing for sport, for fun.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
S
realization of
tier,
where they
S
tell
tier.
you,
I can definitely
the
tell.
realization where they tell you, they literally spell it out. Oh, he's killing for fun.
Anyways, S tier for sure. I like it. I like what they did with him.
I do like the Indominus Rex. I think it's a pretty dope concept, and I do like it.
All
I would
right.
say yes. Do you agree with us?
I would say A, but I can go with S. It's fine.
Okay.
It's too convenient. Oh, magically he has all these traits. Wow. Whatever the plot
That's
needed
fair.
to do.
That's
And
fair.
the only way to beat him is to drown him, mind you.
Where he can speak to every dinosaur because it's just part of every dinosaur somehow.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
No,
that's
that's
also
true.
true too.
It
Yeah.
was
The
just too
Velociraptors?
convenient. Yeah.
No, but that makes sense though, because it's part of that.
But you're telling
that
me
tree or what-
language is stronger than friendship?
Obviously not. When Blue was like, "Hey, this is Owen. This is my G right here. What am I doing?"
But he betrayed Owen.
I really do love that scene where Blue shows up and I don't know if it's a she or he, and it's running towards it and it does that scream and his hands do this like I'm coming to get you. Like I love it, dude. Like Mike, play the clip. No, I'm kidding. last last episode, Mikey cock that shit. This one's Mikey, play the clip. And you just see his mouse like go from left to right, just dragging a little window of a video of Blue doing the thing. Yeah. Anyways, what is the next one? Apache. What's it called? Apache?
This one is the Stiglo. Yeah, Stiglo.
Lock.
Okay.
Yeah, Stiglo
Lock.
Lock.
Yeah. So the hard hat one.
The hard headed one with spikes.
No, there's two.
But
Yeah,
this one-
there's
yeah,
a
this
spike
one has a
and
hard head, but it also has spikes.
Okay, the whole concept of theirs, it was they're basically battering rams. They would just headbutt each other into submission, and the first one to get a concussion loses. They
do that
would
too.
break ankles. They would. I can tell. They would break ankles for sure. They would also break spikes, which is weird because they would have to hit them at an angle where the spike doesn't go straight through them. So they would, instead of hitting them dead on, they would hit them to the side essentially to break them from other like. But as far as I know, they were mostly herbivores. Or they
I
would
think
eat
so.
I think they would eat eggs too because they have that little beak.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nothing. To me, it's not that they're not special. It's just that
They're made.
what am I gonna do with this? Huh?
They're made.
They're mid. Fuck. All right, C tier then.
Like you said, their one trait is they have a hard hat. Whoa.
What is that? A pterodactyl?
I believe. Pteranodon.
A pteranodon. Okay, yeah. That's gonna go B tier because it's the main bird Pokemon. Fuck.
Aerodactyl.
The pterodactyl. Yeah, it's the main flying type dinosaur. Besides the Quetzalcoatl, which is huge. It's huge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
the
seen that
Quetzalcoatl
one,
is believed to be the biggest flying animal that we ever had on this earth.
I think I saw like somebody like recreated it, like a sculpture of it, like with its actual size, and like them standing next to it is wild.
Yeah, in Ark Survival Evolved, they were the most sought after dino because they were used for transportation, and you could make a flying base on them. That's how big they were.
Oh wow.
But in Ark, they scaled it down because it's too much of a big model to have, so they just scaled it down a little bit. But yeah, dude. But pterodactyls are super cool because they're basically like the common bird, if you really want to put it that way. Every piece of media that you consume that has dinosaurs in it, pterodactyls are your like.
So they're just pigeons?
They're just pigeons. Yeah, they're dead ass just freaking pigeons.
No, I will say no. I will say no to that because in media we've seen eggs and baby pterodactyls. Have you seen baby pigeons? I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Just
kind of
saying.
dumb, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I forgot the birds are just government spies.
Yeah.
Just pigeons. Just pigeons.
But not to get too political. Which is the next one?
Uh,
Where's my cartoon?
there's a
The baryonyx.
Oh, the
baryonyx.
baryonyx! Oh, I know about this one. Check this shit
Oh.
out. So the baryonyx, right? So the baryonyx was mostly a fish eater, right? Which means
Oh.
it would spend the majority of its time near lakes or swamps. It would eat
Mm.
frogs. It would eat crocodiles, believe it or not. It would eat other baryonyxes because they're carnivorous. Carnivores do not care. Cannibalism, don't matter. But they were mostly, the baryonyx was a land animal, a swimming animal. It had best of both worlds when it came to water and earth regular types. But its main diet was indeed fish, and they found this out because when they found the baryonyx like fossils, it had a bunch of fish bones as well in where the stomach would be. So that's why I kind of got that. And also they looked at where the fossil it was technically in, and it was in a river. It would originally would be a river back in the ancient time, basically, because of this. The
I like the
erosion.
design because it looks like a buffed up alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I agree
seriously
with
though.
that.
No, seriously though. In Ark Survival Evolved, if you had a baryonyx, you would always have a bunch of fish because you would just run into the middle of the lakes and you would just eat everything that's there. Unless there was a Spinosaurus, stay away from those. Man, I really want to play. I really want to play Ark all of a sudden.
I wonder why.
No, it's a fun game. It's a fun survival game. There's just nothing really to do outside of just collecting all the dinosaurs and stuff. Anyways,
Oh, like Minecraft.
That sounds like Pokemon to me. Anyways,
Sounds like Minecraft where there's nothing to do.
That's true. You watch your mouth. Anyways,
Triceratops.
So Triceratops, right?
Triceratops, yeah.
Why? Which is funny because tri meaning three, and it's the three horns. Okay, that one's gonna be for me. Is gonna go. I feel like for me it's a B tier because it's like, it's kind of mid,
but
because
it's iconic.
But it's iconic, exactly. And
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think it should be at least A tier.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a good reason.
The three horns, the
blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger was Triceratops, and the blue Power Ranger was my favorite. So.
Okay, A tier it is.
That's my only reason.
No, but on a serious note, Triceratops are believed to have done like the Spartans did when it came to the phalanx, whatever. You guys remember watching the 300 movie? That scene where they have their shields put together and the spears poking through the holes.
Yeah.
That is a concept of, the paleontologists believe that what they would do is when they would be surrounded, they would literally stand next to each other and have the babies behind them. And they would use their shield as a shield, and they would try to push forward. But they would move together. They would.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know exactly how it works. I think it had to do something with a clicking they did. Because in their bone structure they found like a thin membrane where a thin membrane would go, and it's believed that they were really good at communicating like defensive positions and clicks and stuff, because they would travel in herds. They wouldn't travel alone. Whenever as far as I remember, again, I have to say this over and over. Don't quote me because this is years ago. I'm talking about like more than 15 years ago that I last read this stuff. I'm surprised they kept most of it, but that's how into it I was when I was a kid. And
some kicking in.
Yeah, no, like it's autism. It really is. But no, the Triceratops, and then the thing is, the Triceratops, when their horns would break, they don't know if they would grow back or if they would be like antlers for modern day deers where they shed them. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if that was the case, but as far as I understood, it was if you lose a horn, you lose part of your defense mechanism, so you're kind of put to guard the babies. I don't remember if only the males grow horns or if the females also. I'm pretty sure it's universal. They both grow them.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it because there will be no point for the females to not have a horn. That's kind of dumb. But anyways, is that the Spinosaurus?
Yeah,
that is the Spinosaurus.
Dude, let me tell you, the Spinosaurus, for sure, for me, not even a question. S tier for me, for sure.
I think no,
Uh,
I would agree. I would agree.
Not only because, okay, so in the movies, right? As I said, it went head to head with T-Rex and it won. No
Mm-hmm.
questions asked. And the main reason why it won was because it had longer hands and it had like a thumb system to it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why he was able to grab on and twist and like bite and stuff like that and actually.
Yeah.
Isidro, what do you think? S tier?
I say E. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, pretty solid dinosaur. Pretty solid all around.
It is. It
Um,
is.
The
pretty pretty
uh-huh.
iconic too. Dinosaur, I would say
Is it-
so.
I would say so. Yeah.
The one of the things that I want to call out is the spine itself. There's another dinosaur, the Dimetrodon, something like that. It's a small lizard.
Mm.
Well, small relative to them because
Yeah.
it's huge. A lizard, and it has a sail similar to that of a Spinosaurus. What is the Spinosaurus, the Stegosaurus, and the Dimetrodon, whatever they're called, those three, they will use their plates to regulate their heat. Kind of like how snakes, they have to go in cool areas to cool off, and in warmer areas like basking in a warm stone in order for them to get
Mm.
warmer. Spinosaurus was also very similar to the baryonyx, where it would always be in lakes, it would always be out in the ocean sometimes, and it would use its sail to help it catch the sun so that it would like warm up when it was in the cold water, right?
These are the
But
ones that would swim like a shark, supposedly, right? They're
yeah,
spike out
supposedly,
like a
Mm.
fin.
yeah,
Oh, I think that's the ones in like the new movie that's coming out. I think they have that because
yeah,
there's a scene where they're in the trailer where they're on a boat and they're like surrounded by a group of
yes,
them.
yes.
Mm.
I think those are exactly what. Oh, con la mamá Street, Scarlett Johansson. Anyways, yeah. So for me, the biggest trait that I really enjoyed seeing in the movies for the Spinosaurus was the fact that they made him walk on all fours, and then
Mm.
and then when it was close to its prey, it would stand on two legs and it would still run at you.
Yeah.
And it was just scary as hell because imagine there's from what I remember in one of the books was that when it would bite into the dinosaur, it would also kind of yank.
Mm.
So it would
Mm.
bite and yank at the thing, and its teeth are serrated. So it's like a chainsaw or like a saw.
Yeah.
You know, could you imagine being bitten and then like it's just whoever's biting you is just like yanking their head back to like rip the flesh
Yeesh.
off of you? That's just
Yeah.
wild. And one of the I remember reading that they would eat a lot of fish, but they would also leave the rivers to hunt bigger animals,
Mm.
and they would drag them to the river and use them as bait.
Oh.
Yeah, wild. I don't know where I got
Hmm.
that from. I really want to know where I got this information from. Because I'm speaking like if I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's like, where did I get this information from?
It's okay. You
Like,
got it from the I made it the F up book.
no, dude. Like I remember reading, especially because I remember the Baryonyx was my favorite one because it looked like a tiger in the book, and then the Spinosaurus one came out and it was kind of like burgundy color,
Mhm.
and then
Mm.
and then it came out in the movies, and I was like, oh my god, I know what that is. I don't want to talk about the Mosasaurus because it's scary, but I'll give it an A tier
Dude,
because it's that good.
terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah, yeah, that's something I would never
Terrifying.
want. I will never. You'll if I see that in the ocean, I'm never going in the ocean ever again. You missed
I
me
don't go in the
good.
ocean, and there's none of those. So.
That we know of. But anyways, no, it's funny
Dude.
because like if you look at the whales, the biggest ones we have on the planet. If you
It's
just
really
add
small.
sharp, shut up. If you add really sharp teeth to it, there you go. There you go.
Because didn't I forgot where I heard it, but didn't they say that technically this like the what is it the Mosasaurus like could technically still exist in our world because fun fact, guys, we've only discovered about like less than 5% of our ocean like in its entirety. Um, so scientists believe that there could technically still be similar, like either this species or even similar to it. We just haven't, discovered it. It hasn't shown itself.
In my honest opinion, from what I know, it's damn near impossible to be that fucking huge and be able to support the pressure of the ocean to the deepest level. Because as far as I know, no, go ahead.
Because that's also the thing. Like, what if we don't know because we haven't gone that far down? Like, what if there is creatures that are this size, but it's already just adapted to that amount of pressure that it doesn't come up because it would also be like the same thing as it would be the same as us going down where we can't handle the pressure. It would be the same as it going up and it can't handle the lack of pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. This kind of goes back to that rabbit hole of do megalodons still exist? And it's like it's a big toss up between yes and no, because it's like, well, what's the biggest one we have seen, and then what's the possibility of them getting bigger? You know what I mean? Because you have to think about it from a hunter and prey perspective. If your prey is very small, why would you be very, very, very big? It makes no sense. You would technically evolve to be smaller in order for you to be able to handle it. Now, if you are at war, or if you have another hunter type animal near you, you would try to get bigger than them so that they don't eat you, or at least try to be smaller in the sense so that you could be faster. So, is there a necessity for a freaking mosasaur to be alive? Hell no. But I think, Mikey, I think you're onto something there, because it could be. Because even what was it the movie the Meg 2? They were saying that after they found the first one, another one was found down there because it's part of their natural habitat, and it has like giant squids, and of course it would feed off of giant squids because it makes sense. But they were talking about the pressure being way too much. But then all of a sudden, the freaking bitch ass shark was in the middle of the beaches in Taiwan and shit. It's a movie, obviously, and this doesn't correlate to reality. But if we really sit there and think about it, sure, maybe an animal that big wouldn't care about the height of the. Oh my god, dude, your curtain is moving because of your freaking cat, and they scared the shit out of me. I was like, dude, I'm freaking out. But no, dude, I firmly believe that if we were to find a Mosasaurus, we wouldn't let it be alive. We would just go find it.
Yeah.
And hunt that bitch down, because we don't need that. Although I've seen in videos, I've seen the sizes of the military ships that we have, the giant couriers. And you know how like in the Godzilla movies, I know totally fiction right now, but you know how in the Godzilla movies when they fight, Kong and Godzilla fight, and they're on top of those, that gives me the idea of how tall they are, and it's just like, how are they able to move? Like how are they able to be that fast and that agile and have that much dexterity to do the things that they do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know enough to really put it together. But the Mosasaurus, A tier for sure. And then the next monster is the Apache, I think. And that's it's the same as the other one. It's just
the whole name.
Apache, whatever the fuck.
Pachycephalosaurus.
Cephalosaurus, yeah.
Pachycephalosaurus. Gotta say the whole name.
That's true.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I want to take a big bite of this chicken. Anyways, no, that one's C tier. Same thing.
Ooh, hey, wait.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So we have the Dilo. Oh, Pachysaurus.
Would we put it behind or in front of the
in front. Because that's the one that I know the most of. Actually, it's funny because I know about the Apache because in Power Rangers Dino Thunder they use one, and it's a boxer. It's freaking hilarious because it's a boxer, and when they attach it to the Megazord, the whole thing is like the head is and it just punches in one straight line. It's so good.
Oh man!
And when you play the game in the Game Boy version, your Megazord just does a pose and it just like back and forth, and it's so hilarious, dude. I love it. I love it.
Oh man!
My childhood wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Well, anyways, the next one, the curtain for a neck.
The Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaurus,
yeah.
That's a solid A. Iconic.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so too. In the Jurassic World ride.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's great. It always gets you with the water. It's scary. how it just paralyzes you to taunt you and then just eats you slowly as you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Scary, iconic, 10 out of 10 dinosaur.
No,
I
for
think
real.
so. I
I
think so.
agree. It looks like a Velociraptor with extra steps. It looks like a sassier
Yeah.
Velociraptor. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, look at my neck. Oh, you don't like it? That's basically what it does. That's basically what it does. I didn't have to spit like that. I'm sorry.
You spit
No,
in
it's
your
okay. It's
room,
okay.
so.
We can use Hawk Tua in the tags now on our YouTube tags.
Hashtag hot tour.
What dinosaur? I love it.
Okay, so
All right, the next
Uh,
one is another iconic one.
is it the
The
Bronto?
Brachio. Yeah, the Brachiosaurus.
Brachio?
Saurus. Littlefoot.
Yeah,
Littlefoot.
yeah.
Yep.
That one's S tier
Mhm.
for damn sure.
I think it's S tier.
That's just the most iconic one there. That's the one that everybody wears.
Absolutely.
Long neck,
Yeah.
the ancestor of the giraffes.
Absolutely.
This is just it's iconic. Did you guys know that they would have to eat rocks in order for them to digest their food?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think I didn't know that.
How
yeah,
come?
and
Wait.
But they also
Why?
didn't they also eat like cows where they're like, well, it would also be to like help push down their food, no? Because they have
mhm.
to like chew their food so much because of the
Oh,
long neck.
interesting.
So the rocks would have to extra weight
Oh.
because the
Oh,
legs would just get
interesting.
stuck all along the neck.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So the sad thing about a long neck dinosaur was that they wouldn't make it out alive often because their neck was like very sensitive, right? 'Cause
Mm.
let's put it to you this way: lions, they have their mane to protect their neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Brachiosaurus and the Brontosaurus, all they were was long neck. So all you have to do was get in front of them and
Mm.
then just give me that neck and just
Yeah.
have it or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
However, the great majority of them, their tails were a balance, were a sort of balance. And we use it as to counterbalance their front and back weight. But in
Mm-hmm.
combat, they were whips, and
Oh.
I've never been hit by a whip, and I never want to be. But can you imagine something ton animal hitting you with a tail that is basically a whip?
They can break the
Yeah.
sound barrier.
Literally, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The theory was that their whip was so strong it would be able to split flesh open.
I don't
Like,
think I would be able to feel anything if I got hit with that. I think it would just be instant death.
I think it would just disintegrate at that point.
I think I'd just get sent to the shadow realm at that point.
Yeah, because I think the tail is probably like as big as us. So a whip from that would clearly probably cut one of us in half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Bronto, super iconic, just like the Velociraptor is super
Oh yeah.
iconic. It is one of the most dangerous because of the simple fact that it has the okay, in media it's portrayed as very smart,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's portrayed as a pack animal.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I remember, it was a pack animal, and it also had the capability to communicate.
Mm.
They did a study on their skull, and they were saying that certain like holes, like where the eye goes and like where the nose is, they found certain holes in them that were connected to the respiratory system. They were saying we think like in the third movie, you know how the guy 3D prints a bone and he blows through it and
Oh yeah.
comes out.
Mm-hmm.
That's true that they found something similar to that. They found it in the nose opening, and then they found
Mm-hmm.
towards the back, and some of it had to do with like the structure of the lungs, of how the rib cage opened to like let in the air and then squeeze it
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
I
They're
don't know
really
how.
good whistlers.
That's what that sounds
interesting.
like. Yeah, that's what that sounds like. Yeah. The other dangerous part about them were that they were compact for starters. They were really fast.
Mm-hmm.
They were coordinated, obviously, but it's also the fact that they had hands to actually latch onto things,
Mm.
and then that iconic hook that they have,
Yeah.
to like really grip. Like I heard one of my friends in high school tell me like, oh, isn't it like a sword? I'm like, no. And it's like a dagger, like it would claw you, it would claw into you, and then just let you bleed out. And it's like no. And then he quoted the movie saying like, oh yeah, like that's what he did to that one guy when he threw him on the ground and he stabbed him in the back of the neck. And I'm like, no, they would use it to like latch on to big dinosaurs and bite into,
Yeah.
rip them apart so that they could bleed out or make them fall.
Yeah.
They would often go for necks, the back of the back of like the tendons, the ligaments. So you can imagine it's like having like a flea, like a tick. It latches onto you and it tries and it sucks you up. I guess if you want to put it that way. I'm not saying that's what they did, but I'm saying that's the concept, kinda.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it like I forgot where I heard or read this, but like wasn't it that like because like I know well obviously in the Jurassic Park movies and stuff they're not like 100% dinosaurs because they had DNA missing so they mixed in like other reptiles and stuff like that.
mhm.
But wasn't it that like the Velociraptors were like covered in feathers?
Yes. So
Right?
very recently very recently actually they're starting to theorize or hypothesize that they weren't reptilian. That well, majority of dinosaurs were not reptilian, but
Hmm.
they were also not mammals
Yeah.
because a mammal gives birth. They obviously laid eggs, so they were some
Yeah.
sort of either amphibian or reptile.
Yeah.
But when they were doing the Pangea and they were talking about all that stuff, a lot of the times it was really really cold. So it's like,
Hmm.
well, how do they survive? And it's like the only thing that makes sense is if there was feathers.
Hmm.
And they're that terra. Oh, it's that one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The seventh one. That one. That
This
one.
one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. I think that one has little feathers. That one used the
Hmm.
feathers to glide from treetop to treetop. So they're saying
Oh.
if that one can do that, then why couldn't the other ones do that? So the T-Rex, they're
Hmm.
saying it might have had feathers, not
Yeah,
not like
I was hearing about that too, like how T-Rexes also like had feathers.
Yeah, it's why they say now that like the most closest relatives are chickens because they have the feathers,
Hmm.
yeah,
or
yeah,
like birds. That they're more like birds rather
or the
than
crocodile.
reptiles.
Hmm.
Well, no, the crocodile. What happened with the crocodiles
Well, the
is that
crocodiles like supposedly believed to have just been from back then. Like that's one of the few things that
yeah,
are still alive from back then, in general.
yeah. There's one called the Sarcosuchus, and it was basically the most basic way to describe it. What
The suck juices?
is Sarcosuchus?
The
Bitch,
suck
don't make me look
juice?
it up.
Suck juice?
Sarco Sarcosuchus. Yeah, bitch, I said it right. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, but I can still just say suck on juice and laugh about it.
Yeah, I know. I
Hold on,
hate
let me hold on. I know it's gonna look weird. I'm gonna open up this. Let me move this out of the way.
How
Sarcosuchus.
Okay.
do you write it? Because I need to like get a picture of this.
No, it's not.
Juices.
It's not this one.
Close
It's the other one.
Suck on juice.
It's not this one. It's the
Have you guys?
Capro. It's the Caprosuchus. Caprosuchus.
Well, that's
Caprosuchus.
not fun.
Have you guys seen Have you guys seen the video of crocodiles when they're like underwater?
Yeah,
No.
and it's just like
It's the funniest thing. Hold on.
They're
Let
just
me.
floating
Is this
around.
one? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I found it. Hold on. Do you guys see it if I put it on here? No. Hold on.
Yeah. You need to exit full screen, I think.
Oh yeah. Let me do that. Boom. Okay. Okay. This,
You have to share
No,
the
it's
other
still not-
screen.
yeah, I gotta share the other screen. Okay. Let me. Change windows right there. So that way it doesn't like exit out and stuff. It just switches.
yeah, that one. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. 'Cause it's just there chilling, and then it like goes into standing up straight mode.
Conserving energy. Because that's the
For
thing
real.
that most animals do. They're in energy conservation mode.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I don't know. It's just so funny. It's just like the dinosaurs, like years of evolution.
years of evolution just to end up like this. But yeah, so the next one was what's the next one? The
Here,
T-Rex.
let me
T
full screen this. There we go.
freaking Rex.
That's S tier for sure.
T-Rex, absolutely,
T-Rex. It's the big
absolutely.
one.
It's iconic.
It's
There is
the most
nothing more
iconic one.
iconic. This is one of the
Have you guys,
dinosaurs of all dinosaurs.
Oh, absolutely. Have you heard the like sound bite or the audio of like they recently discovered how T-Rexes actually would have sounded
No.
back then? Oh my god, hold on. Another rabbit hole. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on.
No, I have not.
Low pitch, close mouth rumble.
I mean, it has one of the movies made one of the most iconic roars for the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
And the
king
thing
of
is
all
with
dinosaurs.
that one, because with that one, I think they got like a whole bunch of different sounds mixed together for it. Let me see if I can find it.
What should be something like meow?
No, trust me, it's way more disturbing. It's like way more disturbing than. Oh god, this picture's so disturbing too that they decided to use for this video.
Like a low pitch rumble, right? Is that what they were saying?
Hold on.
Yeah, that what you're listening to? Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of hear it.
Oh, you hear it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me switch real quick. By the way, this is the picture that they put, guys.
Oh fuck.
See, with the feathers. But it's also AI generated.
I think so too. Yeah. It looks.
It looks
AI.
eyes.
Oh, it does. Ew.
Most scientifically accurate T-Rex sound, real. Yeah, totally.
Well, obviously, despite the title and like the obvious like YouTube, real guys, trust me. But this is technically like they just released that this would be technically how it would sound.
It was. I remember that they said that it was a lot of rumbling, like little rumbles and
the
stuff
rumbling?
like that.
Attack on Titans?
Shut up!
Is that an Attack on Titan reference? Was it the T-Rex one or was it? Is it just okay? Because I remember there was another one. I don't know if it was T-Rex or what it was. I could have swore that there was like another one that sounded like horns or some shit.
Nah, when you start adding like horns and stuff, that's just too much.
Hey, if Velociraptors can whistle, why can't they horn? Why can't
that's different though. You're talking about an animal that is way bigger than the Velociraptor.
Let me see. Is this?
Well,
one?
he didn't say which one.
Oh,
He just said he didn't remember which one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
That's the newest one that they were saying that like because of like something in their skull that actually like this is like the sounds that they would make.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of similar to what I said about the Velociraptor.
Yeah.
It was the way that the shape of their skull because the what the fuck is it called? The fifth one to the end.
The Parasaurolophus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Go down. No, go down. Just go down.
Which one?
1, 2, 3. Go over to
the fourth one from the right.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah. That one. It would sound like a duck. They were saying that because of the shape of its skull and like that the horn that it has. They were saying that they probably would bellow, and it would sound like a duck.
That one's a B-tier dinosaur for me.
Yeah, me too.
This one. We're just gonna do this one.
Yep.
Yeah, B-tier. Yeah.
Nice.
But again, dinosaurs are kind of tricky because like majority of them are just theories of what they would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we just gotta use your imagination and just be glad that they're not real anymore. But the next one, that one I go to C because it's just a knockoff.
So it's a wannabe Brachiosaurus.
Yeah.
like, come on, dude, be original.
Just another one.
All right.
Yeah. What are those?
Monolophosaurus.
No idea what the fuck that is. Next.
Let me.
So they have.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. We never know. That one might be cooking. That one might be.
Like something on its nose, like on its beak. That's what it seems like from the picture.
What is it called?
Monolophosaurus. So
Monolophosaurus.
Monolophosaurus, a theropod dinosaur from the Middle Jurassic. Okay, come on, what does it do?
Yeah, it seems like it has like kind of like an axe part on its nose, kind of like a
Yeah,
Velociraptor
Oh,
with like a
this is
hatchet
this
thing.
was
it
this
is
was
it is a carnivore.
this was the inspiration for the Anjanath in Monster Hunter World or Wild.
Let's see. So, come on, guys. Come on, Google. What's some fun facts about it? Come
Well,
on.
we need an
Is
E
it is
tier.
it just?
It's just a big nose Velociraptor.
That's true. That's true. Our first E tier.
Not
Let me
iconic
see.
at all. None of us remember anything about it.
Obviously, from the looks of it, like height-wise, like a normal average human would be taller than it. But length-wise, it's like wide as hell.
Oh, she wide. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one? Therizino?
Yeah.
The next one is
That one's really cool because it would use its claws or its long nails as sabers basically, and it would cut through stuff. But it was a herbivore.
Oh, interesting.
It would use it to climb trees too, no?
I think so.
Like a sloth.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
okay. So basically, imagine a sloth,
Mm-hmm.
but in bird form.
Are like sloths kind of descendants of those two? Because they also have like claws as well, right?
I don't think so. Just similar claw size,
Just
claw
similar
shape.
traits to it,
Yeah.
not really like descendant, but similar traits.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
It's like when
these
you.
ones were way faster than sloths, but they.
It's like
Oh yeah.
It's like when you asked to see your friend's homework and said, okay, yeah, but just don't copy it word for word.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
that's
Gotcha,
exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. The main, if you really look at a sloth, oh, that one to me is an A tier monster dinosaur. 'Cause
Okay.
That shit's so cool. That's so
Mhm.
raw. Imagine having like sharp teeth and like razor sharp or sharp-ish claws, nails,
Mhm.
but be like, but I'm a vegan, and then just eat salad instead. You know what I mean? Like that's literally that's what when I see it, that's what I think. Is just
Salad
like, I'm
kebabs.
vegan. Yeah, basically like.
It's like I could really be that dinosaur, but you know what? I choose not to.
Yeah.
It's just not fair for everyone else.
For real. And then it's just like, what do you do? It's like, what do you do? And it just goes. And it just goes back.
You want to find out?
T-Rex is like, oh, I'm ready for a snack. And you see the Theo, this kale, phenomenal. But it has its hands like this, like, it's like, like,
Mm.
and then like and it's just,
It's the like with the nails and everything.
Yeah, like be not afraid, sis. I can imagine that there's go, sis. No, dude, I can imagine a T-Rex trying to square up to it, and it's just like.
It's like you really want to do it? You really want to do it?
No, you know how like when ladies have the very long nails and they clack them.
Oh yeah.
Like they just clack. Like,
Mm.
You want to try this?
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Fuck it, S tier dinosaur. I don't care no more. S tier dinosaur for sure. It's my favorite one so far, dude. No, cause can you imagine a sassy ass dinosaur like, I could eat you, but I'm not going to, and just leave. I got fruits and vegetables. You got what?
I will hurt you, but you're gonna mess up my nails. And nah.
For real. It's just like, you know how hard it is to get them this sharp. You know how thick.
I just got these claws done.
And I'm dead. I love it. And it's like Mr. Therizinosaurus, why do you need those? You know how hard it is to chop through vegetables? Like, I never thought about
I
that.
got the finest kebab in my hands.
No. It's like you try to cut through hemp all day, every day. See how hard that shit is, boy. It's like, oh. You ever see those movies? You know about movies? Shut up, that's not the point. That's a little story you're making up in your head right now for comedic purposes. Anyways, you ever see how in movies, big buff guy with the machete is cutting in front and then everybody is following him? I love it. S tier dinosaur for sure.
S tier, bro.
Alright, well, not to get political, but we got the iguanodon.
Oh, the iguanodon. That guy's a thug. That guy is a thug because it has for thumbs. It has its thumb, right? But then, I don't know if you guys have two, but I have the main knuckle. Then I have my little bendy part, right? And then I have the end, right? So imagine this last part, instead of it being like nail and flesh, it's literally just bone.
Oh.
It's a thick bone that they would use to square up with dinosaurs or themselves, and they would go for the jugular. They would literally be like, "Come, give me your neck,"
Oh, wow.
and they would just like stab each other basically, and it would be very effective because they would kind of like. The best way I can explain it to you, the way I read it, was they would kind of shimmy downwards, wait for the dinosaur to go and like chomp at them. They would kind of sidestep almost, or they would kind of push themselves underneath the jaw. So like when the jaw's coming down, they would try to hit themselves right here underneath, slide and jab basically.
Oh wow.
That's what I understood, but due to the pictures that I saw, they would just kind of stand up straight and just go. Like that, basically. It's really dumb, but that's what I understood. But they would also use it to like scratch themselves and stuff like that, supposedly. But they were herbivores. Again, a dinosaur that has some sort of weapon on them, but they're herbivores.
I could, but
I'm vegan. Oh wow! Look at those sharp teeth. Look at those sharp nails. That's a carnivore. I'm vegan.
Just thinking of the same thing, but just like the thumb is prominently out.
Like,
instead of eating with the pinky out, like for fancy.
The thumb.
Remember, thumbs out. They go to drink something. Ow, my eye! Did it again, Patricia. What's the next one? Oh, we didn't even put him in a tier.
Yeah.
I give it a B tier.
A B tier?
I want to say A because I used to love the Dinosaurs movies, but I'm okay with a B tier.
No, you know what? Yeah, no, A tier because I remember. Yeah.
I used to watch that movie all the time. The dinosaur movie with the monkeys.
Yeah.
Watched it on repeat.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
I watched it in Spanish and in English. What the hell is that? Gallimimus? What is that?
This is Compsognathus?
Compsognathus.
Are those the tiny ones?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah,
you know what? It's the little ones.
Yeah, those are terrible. In the movie, they chew up. They're like piranhas. They're like land piranhas. Yeah, they're land piranhas. They freaking suck.
I honestly, I mean, like in terms of like I would put them in like A or B.
I would say B.
Yeah.
They're forgettable.
There's because I think it was like a YouTube video I saw that was like comparing and contrasting like the book and the movies, because obviously I haven't read the book at all. I kind of want to after watching that video, but apparently these guys right here, these are menaces, dude. Like there's a part where literally like they eat a baby in a carriage.
Yeah, there is a scene. Yeah. So the books, before we continue, the books are way more gory than.
Yeah, it's like straight up horror.
Yeah, they're more. As far as I know, they're more about the fright of the dinosaurs than the more political part of anything. But yeah, I kind of do want to read the books, but I'm too lazy. That next dinosaur that one I kind of sort of talked about. It's a feathered Velociraptor, essentially. I think that one was what was its name, Mike? Can't read the name.
It is Deinonychus.
Deinonychus.
Yeah.
Eso.
But
yeah, that one
probably solid A. Pretty cool. Yeah. Flying squirrel dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it.
I would say so.
It was mostly a scavenger too, actually.
Like a vulture.
Okay.
Like a vulture, yeah, exactly. That one. The next one is Indominus.
No, the
Raptor,
Dimorphodon.
Right?
No, that one's Dimorphodon.
Is it the one with the sail?
I am not sure. Let me Google it. Give me 1 second.
I don't remember. All these dinosaurs would play such a minor
It is. Oh wow! It looks a lot more like a bird.
Does it really?
Yeah.
What was it
It
called
looks
again?
more like Dimorphodon.
Dimorph.
Oh yeah.
It looks
seems
like it's like a pterodactyl or
Oh
like a
yeah. I know
species of it.
what this is. Yeah. So these
Mm.
motherfuckers, they would also scavenge,
Mm.
and they would eat fish. They would eat a lot. They would use they would eat fish. I remember they would eat fish. Meaning tooth, referring to the fact that it had two distinct types of teeth in its jaws. Where among reptiles, diet dimorphism has been questioned among
I
researchers.
wonder if are toucans
Oh yeah.
like kind of a descendant because they have like they look like they have beaks and like they have like kind of colors on their beaks kind of similar to toucans.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see real quick.
No, yeah, yeah. You would be in the right. Because of that shape that it has. Yeah.
Mm.
See, it's really easy to make those distinctions when you know a bunch of animals. They, from what I could tell, yeah, they had more of um, mm, yeah, but yeah,
Wait,
those.
is there qualifications of what counts as a dinosaur and what doesn't? Because I'm seeing this on Google and it says that it was a pterosaur, a type of flying reptile. It was
Yeah,
not a dinosaur.
pterodactyls are not dinosaurs technically.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Why no?
Interesting.
I don't know. I just know that they're not.
Because it's well, because this one is like it says like a flying reptile. But then again, I guess reptiles wouldn't really classify whether it's a dinosaur or not.
I used to think that the closer you are to a reptile, the closer you are to a dinosaur.
Yeah.
So like an alligator or crocodile, those to me, or a dragon. Like if you looked like a dragon, you were a dragon. Like the Komodo dragon to me in my head, that's a freaking dragon. Or the one that cries out blood, dragon.
Mm.
I used to think that snakes were their own thing, and then it turns out that they're descendants of like alligators. They just lost their legs.
Mm.
Yeah, but like we were saying, how dinosaurs nowadays, how we know them, they're closer to birds, and reptiles and birds are
Yeah.
different. So if these things are flying
Mm.
reptiles, they wouldn't technically be dinosaurs, because
Yeah.
dinosaurs are closer
Yeah.
to birds now, as we understand them.
Yeah.
But again, I don't really know
It
the
could,
difference.
yeah, it
I
could
think
also be like just like how the one with claws just kind of has similar traits to like a sloth, but it has no relation to it.
yeah.
I think maybe with this one, it kind of like has similar traits of like how toucans have like a stripe on their beak or something like that.
Mhm.
It's just maybe like some characteristics that they share, but they're not descendants of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it also we could also what's today, gentlemen? Monday? No.
Today's
Today is
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So miércoles, martes. Yeah, I forgot to take my pills. Children, for the audience that doesn't see this, this is for my diabetes and my cholesterol. Do not think I'm popping pills or anything like that. This is for my medical stuff. I have a headache, so do as I say, not as I do. Is
Well,
a
anyways,
boba
not to
mango
get political,
hurts my head.
I say
That shit
this
hurts
is
me.
probably a C tier. It's just a budget pterodactyl.
Mhm.
I would say so. Yeah, I can
I
agree with
agree.
that. It's like kind of in the middle. It's it's there.
It's cool.
Budget
Don't get me wrong, but
budget tip.
it's just a budget pterodactyl because they didn't want to
Yeah.
use the pterodactyls again in the movie, so they had to use a different one.
Yeah.
So then we have the Apatosaurus, just
Hadrosaurus.
another long neck.
Is it? Yeah. Is it another long neck? Is this
Yeah.
just like another one?
Yeah,
Is it going C?
yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it goes and see the
Mhm.
Velociraptor. The what is this called?
Indoraptor.
Indoraptor.
The Indoraptor. Look, me personally, I like it,
Mm.
but I feel like it was just a smaller version of the Indominus.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like it had some added benefits to it, but honestly, to me, in my head, it's kind of mid.
Yeah, I would say B.
I
I
would
would
say
say
B.
B.
Yeah, B. Oh, let's go. The
Because like
That's Stegosaurus.
it does have like some qualities to it, that kind of bumps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, at the end of the day, it is very similar to just the Indominus Rex.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, we're talking about a big one here.
Oh yeah.
The Stegi, the Stegosaurus.
Every time I see this now, it's I forgot what the YouTube video is called, but it's just a bunch of random animated like just skits and stuff in like 1 second done clips, and it was just one of them where it was like someone gets crushed and it zooms out and it's just like, I am a Stegosaurus.
I hate it here.
Every time I just hear that name, yeah.
Is it the same ones that are like I like trains?
Yes, yeah, those.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, I like trains.
Just get hit by a train.
Yeah, it's a very.
Oh
I
man.
can't stand you guys.
So, anyways, the Stegi, I say a probably solid
I'd
E.
say-
Just kidding, no. It's probably a solid
Nah, dude, the Stegosaurus. Nah, dude, the Stegosaurus is so iconic.
Yeah,
Because
no,
look,
it's a solid
there's-
A,
That is
definitely.
the first I'm not gonna lie.
no, look. So the Stegosaurus, right? The Stegosaurus is really iconic because that's really one of the main. It's like what I call them is the what is it called?
The
The
top five.
NPC dinosaur. And they're called an NPC dinosaur in my head because any dinosaur media that you look into is gonna have a Stegosaurus because it's so iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
it's just like the Triceratops, super iconic. Now the plates that it has, there's a different variant of it. There's one that has spikes. That's literally just spikes, not plates.
Mhm.
The difference between the plates and the spike is that the spike is more for an offensive, defensive thing, and the ones with the plates, the Stegosauruses, they use them to regulate their heat, like their
Solar panels.
Yeah, they're basically like solar panels. Yeah, exactly. No, seriously.
Oh, dang.
The end of their tails, their spikes at the end of their tails, because they have 4, 2 on each side, are way shorter than the other ones, than the other variant. So I think that's a solid A, dude. Right next to the Triceratops, because it's just so iconic. Like it's one of the main ones that. Like if there was a school for dinosaurs, like learn about dinosaurs, Stegosaurus, T-Rex, and Triceratops and Bronto or Brachiosaurus are the main staples. You have to have anything you buy that's dinosaurs. The Stegosaurus is always there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Whether it be stickers, pajamas, toys, like whatever. They're always there, no matter what.
Yeah.
The last two, what the hell are those?
This one is a Ceratosaurus.
Ceratosaurus.
I think that's budget T-Rex.
Yeah, I think that's the budget T-Rex, and then the Carnotaurus.
It's
that
just
one is
another
cool.
budget T-Rex.
Yeah, it's literally another budget T-Rex, but I think that one's funnier because that one
has the little devil horns.
Yeah, but it has very non-existent nubs for arms. and
also, I do want to say I do want to put it in A or B because of the movie Dinosaur.
I was gonna say A because of the movie Dinosaur. That's how I know about Carnotaurus because at school I looked them up.
Well, wasn't it in like one of the Jurassic Park movies too? Right? It like went up against the T-Rex, or like it replaced the T-Rex, so they didn't want to use the T-Rex again.
I think they went against the T-Rex, and I know which one. I think it's like one of the new Jurassic World ones. I think it's like the second one or so.
But yeah, solid A. It's pretty, like you said, the dinosaur movie.
The only thing that I know about media-based stuff about the Carnotaurus is that it would use its small arms to like get a mate. Basically, it would. I don't know how true this is, but I saw this in a video one day, a YouTube video. They were saying that they think that it was either the shorter the arm or the longer the arm, the more attractive the male was. But it was funny because like it wouldn't use its head. It would just look up and it was just like this thing.
Arms are normal size and fully functional.
Shut up. No, damn well what the fuck I mean. But yeah, the other one is just a budget dinosaur as far as I know. Maybe
put this one.
An E tier. Fuck him. Sorry, I'm kind of tired already, you guys. I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's already 8:30.
Yeah. Well,
so it's a solid ranking. I think this is a solid ranking, guys.
Yeah.
It's just like the other ranking where it was just a bunch of BS. This is whatever we could come up with. I love it. I love these. These are so fun.
So yeah,
They really are. To me, they're really fun.
Absolutely, man. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, let us know what you guys think of our rankings, and let us know if you agree. Would you guys have put any of the E tiers higher, any of the S tiers lowers? Let us know, and also let us know your top 5 dinosaurs if you want. So,
yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night.
Thank you guys. Have a good night as always.
Bye.
Bye.
Latest.